Welcome everyone to another episode of Sweet 915. It's your host Curtis,
And it's
and
me, Fedora.
that's right. Hey, welcome to another week. We're going to change up some things, so we're doing another transition at this time, but we are here for you to talk about uh, various topics. As we said, no topic is taboo, and we talked about a few things this week. But if you know someone that doesn't have Facebook, you can go to sweet915.com and you can also view us from there. We also have a few other platforms. If you want to listen to us live, you can go to Spotify, iTunes, or SoundCloud. That's right. So you can check us out there if you would like to. Um, hey, what's going on, Howard? How you doing, brother? Thanks for checking in with us. In the last couple of weeks, we talked about a few things, and it's still Suicide Awareness Month. And we've just been informed that we just lost two more people in El Paso due to suicide. So we just want to tell you out there, if talk to somebody about it and get help. The number is for suicide awareness is 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. So get help, talk to somebody. We talked about, talking to somebody that you're close to and ensuring that you just get some type of help, so reach out to somebody. That's all I can tell you. Any thoughts on that, Fedora?
Yes, most definitely. It's most important to just talk about it, reach out, express your feelings, and let someone else know. Don't suffer in silence. Talk it out. Find that person that you are close to, that you trust, and go seek help.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to talk to anybody that you know for whatever reason, then just call that 1-800 number and you'll talk to an objective person to be able to get the help that you need.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Don't worry about the stigma that's involved in it.
Right. Don't worry about the stigma, especially this time right now where we're getting more into school. COVID's going on, and I talked to a few students recently, and it's pretty stressful for them. But don't let the stress deter you. Ask for help. Seek out your teachers. Talk to your parents, and the parents. If you don't know how to cope with the virtual learning, take the time to reach out to the teachers and give them a call as well. And I'm sure that they can help you out to get you where you need to be better able to assist the children with the virtual learning.
And I want to add to that, at your schools, there are counselors. So every district school has counselors. So make sure you reach out to your counselors and use those SEL lessons that they provided for you and watch them, even on the weekends if you need to. At any point in time, they're available for the parents as well as the students, as well as teachers, to contact them and talk with them. Because this pandemic, it's real. We've been in it for a long time now. Just remember not to let your guard down, because we're still probably in for, because flu season is going to start. So we're probably in for another sweet, probably, coming. I don't think we've ever gotten out of our sweet. We've never kind of like gotten to a dip per se. I think we just keep going up and up and up. So continue to keep yourself safe. Right.
Yeah. And Miss Smith is on there, and she says to remind you all that it's a 24 hour, 7 days a week number, and it's free and anonymous to call for the suicide help number. So don't be, like Fedora said, don't be afraid of the stigma. Reach out and give them a call. Fedora, you said something important that I want to touch on as well. As COVID-19 continues to go on, I'm seeing a lot of, clubs or bars opening. And my nephew went out of town last weekend, and he likes to share his pictures with me. And they were wall to wall in Atlanta, Georgia. They were wall to wall. So
No mask.
no mask. But they was partying it up and they was wall to wall. So as you say, flu season's about to start.
Mm-hmm.
And I read a CDC announcement that said the first batch of the COVID-19 shots will start to come the beginning of November. I haven't seen anything else about it, but I looked it up and they said that's a possibility that it'll start to come out in November. It's flu season, and then you have all of this stuff going on. So when are we going to start and think about the spreading of COVID-19 and how serious it is? People are still losing their lives due to COVID-19, some of the symptoms. So when are they going to start to take this thing
serious?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess when it touches therefore and no more.
Yeah.
Usually people who are lax about things don't really see the seriousness until it happens to them or someone in their family. And I hope that does not have to happen for them to realize that this thing is real. And the key is look at it like a competition, like a game. The key is not to get it, like no whammies, right? So just do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. Like, oh my gosh, like I don't understand it. And I constantly remind my daughter, are you wearing your mask? Wear your mask. Please wear your mask. And she's like, yes, Mom, we're wearing our mask. So I don't want people to stop their lives, but I do want you to be safe and sensible. So wear your mask. If you have a shield, wear your shield. Yeah. So I haven't gotten any full body PPE, but I'm still looking for it. I'm just keeping it real on it because I will wear it if I had it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you something. Where I work, where I volunteer at on Tuesdays to give out the free food, we have the PPE as you discussed. But guess what? You tossing boxes in people's cars. That thing is hot, and then you can see the sweat coming from the face, and they breathing and. It's like, man, I got to take this off. I can't do this because
keep your mask on, but you can take your shield off, but keep your mask on at all times.
Right. Because some people were wearing the shield and the mask. Everybody to die out there. I'm like, man, I'm looking at them like, nah, bro. I just keep the mask on, and I'll keep the mask on and keep slinging these boxes, and hopefully that it'll be okay. We got somebody put in the queue right here. It says, in my honest opinion, when we have a leader and or president that keeps us unified, puts health and science above politics, when everyone wears a mask, we are too divided now. We talk about politics and COVID and the disease thing going on. When I saw the post about the COVID-19 shot starting to come out in November, I said, wait a minute, elections is coming up. So I hope that America doesn't get covered by or get blindsided by thinking that he brought the COVID-19 shots in, so now we need to re-elect him to presidency. No, you got to think about how long this has been going on, how long he knew or they knew and didn't say anything to us. So we could have prevented this a long time ago because we have, we'll talk about this in the near future. What's it, narcissism? It's a narcissism.
Yes.
So he's a narcissistic and not believing that these things are out there. So we need to do a better job of that as far as leaders are concerned.
Yeah, we do. We have to. Yeah. We have to.
Yeah. So voter registration. So in our voter registration. So somebody asked, how skeptical are we about the shots coming out so quickly? So Facebook Live, if you want to give your input on that, I'm welcome to listen as well, and we can talk about that. I am very skeptical because it's too soon. We found out about it in January, and now we're all the way down here towards election time, and now we have this shot coming out. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking a shot. Let me see. So Ricky, just what I say. Let them take the shot first, and let's see what the results is, and then about January, February, I'll go ahead and take the shot because I want to see the results. Because I've been in the military a long time, and we were taking pills and shots, and they're like, "Hey, you have to take it. You get out." So I've taken the 3 series shots. I've taken the pills for diarrhea and all that stuff like that. So I'll wait. So Ricky, you gonna take the shot? I'm here listening. So yeah.
No, I feel the same exact way, Curtis. Yeah, let somebody else be the guinea pigs to take the first. But I really don't think that's going to happen because of what the scientists have said. That it's too soon. They have to test it first before it becomes public. And so that means they have to run all of those tests that they need to run on non-humans in order for them to see how it reacts. And then there has to be like an incubation period to see how whatever they're testing it on is going to react to it. Okay. Like side effects, how it's going to affect other organs in your body. So yeah, it's going to be a while. And I think that if that is what is supposed to be out there now, that it's nothing but a political, grabbing at whatever, clawing, trying to stay relevant and trying to stay in office. But it's not going to happen because our vote is too strong. We are not allowing it. We need to get out of where. And that's HELL because that's where we are right now. And I'm going to leave that at
that. for Fedora. So Alfred asked the question. They're racing for the profit. Do you agree with that?
Say again?
When he's saying that so the shot's coming out 1 November. So with the coming out so quickly, he's suggesting that they're racing for a profit. So once you start giving a shot, that's money being made by somebody. So they want to know is that a profit? It's a profit thing. I think it is.
Oh well, yeah, of course it would be for the pharmaceuticals, big pharma. So yeah, whoever that is, it's gonna be a profit. But like I said, I don't see that happening, and I don't see a lot of people that look like me rushing to get the shot. I don't see that happening. Yeah. And I'm a person with pre-existing conditions, so I'm successful, to it. But I know that I won't be running to get any type of vaccination because I don't even like taking flu shots because I get, really, really sick. So yeah, I won't be the one in line.
Okay,
I'll wait.
I agree. I'll wait to see what the results are. That's something some people need to think about as well, as you talked about. Those that have underlying health issues running to take the shot because it's out there and not knowing what the result is. Because they say it's coming out beginning in November, probably early January. So if you start running to take the shot because it's there so you can get back into the clubs and have these large gatherings, that's not the answer. That's not the answer. The churches are open, but as you can see, they're distancing themselves. They're only allowing so many people to enter the church, and the restaurants is some of the restaurants are spaced out. I'm not gonna say all of them because I've been to a few of them where it's like, okay, a little too close. Like you said, at one time, Fedora, you say he was on your neck breathing on, hey, back up. You're a little too close. I want to see them wipe the tables off. I have a gym membership, and I just wasn't comfortable with when I have to wipe my own equipment off, or somebody else is using equipment and I got to come behind them, and I don't see them wiping the equipment off. Like there's nobody supervising the equipment being properly wiped down, and what is actually in the chemical that's wiping the equipment down. So yeah, I'm kind of skeptical about all that stuff. They want to open it. I think we're moving too fast. We need to slow down a little bit. I think we should. I think we need to slow down.
They're moving fast. We've been moving fast, but hey, like, I mean, I've gotten my Beachbody subscription, so it's
Your
been working
Beachbody.
fine. Yeah, my subscription to Beachbody. I work out. I work out on my television. That's what I'm trying to say. I have my subscription. I was in a gym, like kickboxing and stuff like that. But
Okay.
through the pandemic, they shut down. But yeah, I picked up that, and I do my exercises offline. So just to be safe in the comfort and safety of my home, and I still get my sweat on just as much.
That's good.
I'm a little upset about the weights though, because it's hard to find weights like dumbbells, like hand weights.
Yeah.
They are all out in the stores, and I don't understand that. Like everywhere they're out, like even online they're out. So I'm like, what has happened? I guess they're not in the factory making them anymore, so maybe they've shut down. Everybody bought them up, and I was late on that game when I went to the stores, and they were like out. So I don't know. I need to get some hand weights.
We have a question in the from Facebook Live. What do you guys think? What do you guys honestly think it will take for the pandemic to end? It is reported that the president knew it was deadly and did nothing. I think we need to be patient. I think we need to be patient. Like you said, the cure being given so quickly. I think we need to wait and see what the test results give us. Like you said, people with underlying conditions, they might have some side effects. What are the side effects? What are the side effects from this shot? Because almost everything that we take or is given to us has a side effect. So what are the side effects if you give that shot to somebody? I think we need to just be patient, like you said. I'm not saying shut down and not go anywhere, because I do go out, but I don't go in large crowds. It's a small group of people, and we kind of keep our distance when we're in that capacity. However, for the shot and to end what's going on with the pandemic, I think we need to be a little more patient, find out what the test results are, what are the side effects, and how does it affect certain people with underlying conditions, maybe it be, health, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we need to be patient for right now. What do you think?
For me, I think this is going to be a new normal. I think we might not, I don't think it's going away, put it that way. I think we're going to have to change the way we think about diseases, and this is our new normal. So when you go out from now on, you need to have a mask on. When it goes up, we need to increase our, protective measures. But I think it's just going to be a part. Like, you can't be close to people. You have to find your bubble, your circle of people who you know are taking those precautions like you do, have been tested negative and are still negative. People that who are accountable, who are honest, who take this thing seriously in your circle. And anybody else, you just have to be like, hey girl, hey boy, bye, and keep it moving. Because your life, at least mine, I love my life and it means a lot. So, and I love my friends, and I don't want anything to happen to them, my family. I don't want anything to happen to them, and I don't want anything to happen to myself. So I'm going to do what I need to do to keep myself protected and remind my family and friends each time I can to keep themselves, safe. And remember that mask, because it's easy to forget. It's easy, like we've been in it so long. You leave a house, like the other day, I left the house because I had washed my mask, and I was like, oh, I need to go pick my medicine up real quick before they close. And I had one of my masks in the dryer, but I didn't get it out and put it back in my purse. But I had a mask in which I carry, my purse. Y'all know me. Those who know me know Kurt. So I had a mask in a Ziploc bag with some gloves, an extra one. So I had one in there just in case. So I had an emergency mask. So I ended up having to use my emergency mask because I didn't have the one I always had. So I was glad of that. But, you know, you set those, I guess, what ifs in place. If something like that happens down the line. So just continue to be safe. I don't think it's going to change. I think we are in it and we're going to stay in it, but we just have to learn to live with it and continue to be safe.
Okay. Hey, Facebook Live and Fedora, the question came in to ask, people are getting depressed, bored, or etc. What is some advice to keep them motivated? So, you know, we'll take some suggestions from Facebook Live, or you know, Fedora, what advice would you give them?
I would say just continue to keep a positive mindset. And I know that's easier said than done. Continue to do self-care. So if there's things that you like to do, continue to do them. Incorporate some new things that you may have wanted to do, but may not have had the time to do it. Maybe you start that book or writing that book that you said, oh, if I had time to do this, I would, or reading, or drawing, or painting. Painting is very therapeutic. That's what I do. I paint, and I haven't painted in like a couple of months. So I know it'll be coming soon that I'll do some painting. The mandalas, the adult coloring books, they're cheap, little stencils and things of that nature. I know now we have to wear masks. You can get the fabric paints. And if you have small children, create masks, draw on the front of them with them. There are stencils that you can use. I've created a few masks. Get the bulk ones. You know, you can paint and draw pictures to make it fun if you have small children. And continue to reach out to your friends. Do Skype calls or Zoom calls with your girlfriends or good friends of yours. Find out, say, hey, you know, when are you guys free? Okay, let's meet up on Friday night and, you know, have your little mocktail or cocktail and just talk or watch a movie. You can eat. You don't have to be cute if you don't want to because they're your friends. You can have your hair, you know, in your lounge clothes or whatever. No lipstick, no makeup, whatever. But you're able to talk to your friends and just laugh and see what they're doing, see how they're handling it. And before you know it, it's the next day. You know, and you've gotten through that day, and now let's, you know, do something. And you know, if you have animals, go for a walk, you know, with your animals, but make sure you wear your mask. Just walk into the mailbox is good to get out, just to change that pace. If you need to get out and you don't want to go, you know, far, just walk into the mailbox, walk to the corner with your mask on and back, you know, just to get that that sun, that vitamin D. So, you know, little things like that, little things. Play games, board games. And if you're by yourself, there are a lot of games you can play, you know, solitaire or matching. Anything that you like to do it really depends upon the person. And, you know, we know ourselves, so we know what we like. Like for me, gardening, some people, gardening is a wonderful thing. For me, yeah, Curtis, that's what I feel. That's back-breaking work for me, child. I need my yard done right now.
Yeah, your back be hurting.
I can't do it. I tried. My back hurt when I sleep.
Put some water on it. That's it. That's all I can do for you. I'm not planting nothing for you. But for me, For me, guess what? Football season started. I just got through for the show started. I watched was it Green Bay and Minnesota, and then this week it was Kansas City and the Houston Texans. Later on tonight, I'm not going to talk about nobody's team, but you know who playing tonight?
Who's playing?
The Cowgirls playing tonight. That's the afternoon game. Yep, I said it. Yes, I said it. I'm a Cowboy hater. I said it. Tim Boone, if you out there, I said it. Yes, I did. I said it. Yep, for all you Cowboy fans, you're going to lose. You're going to lose today. That's
who are
right.
They playing against?
Who are they playing?
You don't even know who they're playing. Talking trash.
I want to say Tampa Bay. I think they're playing Tampa Bay today. Yeah, yeah. It's on and popping.
Everybody
Oh,
team. Good luck. Somebody has to lose. Good luck.
Ravens and the Browns. They're playing the Rams. I'm sorry. They're playing the Rams. Ravens and the Browns. The Ravens and the Browns is playing. I got to go with the Ravens. Browns ain't ready yet. They still building. I'm going with the Ravens on this one, Renee. I'm going with the Ravens on this one. But guess what? Monday night, the Steelers and the Giants. Go Steelers, baby. Go Steelers. But that's what I'm doing. Football season started, so for me to deal with what's going on, I'm not bored no more. Football season is on, so I get to wear my jersey, and like you say, Fedora, you can do the Facebook thing. I mean, you can do the Zoom thing with your friends and just talk a little trash. Have your cold one in front of you and talk trash. If we can't talk on the phone, because we can't really meet at the pubs or the little bars that we meet locally. Hey, you can set up your Zoom. We're gonna be on here today, and this is what it is. Let's talk about it. And, hey, I got a homeboy that's a Lakers fan, and when the Lakers playing, I text him. I said, "Boy, y'all sorry. Y'all just how y'all let them do it beat y'all." But they won the series. I knew Houston was going to lose anyway. I got a friend. Minnesota and Tampa's on now. Breeze and Brady. Breeze and Brady. That's a. I don't know. Facebook Live, y'all deal with that one. Breeze versus Brady. I like Breeze. Brady done hurt my Steelers a couple times, so I can't go for I'm not with Brady, so
yeah, you got sports to get back into. So
that's right.
Another thing. Yeah. That's right. That's a good thing. So now there's something that's a distraction from the everyday.
Tennis is playing. Tennis is going on right now as well. The young lady, I can't say her name, but she just won the U.S. Open again. So
awesome.
The young lady, she's an up and coming tennis star. She won the U.S. Open this weekend. So congratulations to her. Yeah. So that's what I suggest. If you like sports or whatever, and for you ladies, like Fedora said, start your book club to be on Zoom and be able to talk to each other and sip on your wine and talk about your books. I think that's a great thing. The young ladies can do that. Young teen ladies can do that. Young men that are not into sports right now because high school football has started. They have started practicing here in El Paso. So for those things, you can do those things. You don't have to sit in the house. I know some young guys that I work with during the summer. They said when they weren't helping us out on Tuesday, they were actually out on the field playing catch and getting exercises, and they really couldn't hit the weight room like they wanted to, but they were out there.
I have a question about that. How do you feel about the schools and the sports with the schools and them starting back? Like, I know these players with the NFL, they get paid buku dollars, so they're under contract, so they kind of are like stuck in that position where they have to go back maybe. But how do you feel about parents and allowing their kids to go back to play sports at the middle school and high school level?
Ooh,
You have a high school age daughter, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so let's say if she played a sport, I don't know if she does or not, but let's say if she played football, okay, or volleyball or basketball, whatever the sport, and they were like, okay, tryouts were last year. She made the team. It was something that she wanted to do. And they're going to start practice next week. And she's like, oh, all geared up for practice next week. Would you allow her to go to practice next week?
I'm going to say this. Let's say that was a scholarship opportunity for her.
Nope, it's not a scholarship opportunity. She is in middle school.
She's in middle
school? Yeah, I don't know how old your daughter is.
You said middle school. Okay, middle school. No, she ain't playing.
Okay, she's in high school. She is a freshman in high school. She's a freshman, but she plays varsity. She's that good. She's a freshman, but she plays varsity. She is that good. Would you allow her to play? COVID.
I probably would. I'm not gonna be honest with you because I don't want to take away their dream. That could be her dream to someday.
Okay, why?
Why would I want to take away her dream?
No, why would you allow her to play? This is COVID. I don't know where other people have been, and I'm sure they can't wear a mask with that thing whatever they wear, the helmets or even not a helmet, playing basketball, run up and down the court. I've never tried to do it with a mask, and I'm sure it probably would be difficult. For some people, it's difficult walking from your car inside the store. But I'm just saying, it's COVID, so would you allow it?
To be honest with you, I would be on. I would have to think about it because I would want to see what safety measures they have in place first and foremost before the season.
Anybody commented on that on Facebook Live?
No, I don't see anybody commented yet.
Okay, I want to know what parents feel about that, like with the sports thing, and I know UIL and all that, but yeah, I just want to know what their thoughts are because I mean my kids are grown. Yeah. So, but my son, he does coach football, and I just want to know what's the thinking behind. I don't understand the thinking behind that.
I think this is my opinion. I think they're thinking that we got to get the kids out. We can't keep them closed in. Like you said, you can't stop your life. But for me, if a child is being looked at by colleges, or this is an opportunity for to get to the next level, I don't think that we should hold them back. But I think we should have safety measures in place and understand and let the parents know the same thing. Please don't let your son or daughter be around, and then come back and we got to practice or whatever the case may be. We have to do our part. It has to be a team effort when we saying, I want my kid to play football because they have an opportunity to go to the next level. Because college football plays Saturday as well. I didn't know that until I was somewhere else, and they was like, "Oh yeah, he was watching it on his phone." I was like, "They playing?" I didn't know. So they're not getting paid. They're college students. They're not getting paid. Texas played UTEP this Saturday. So I think they thought
some of them on scholarships though, so that I can understand. They're kind of like locked into it. If you're there on a scholarship, you're kind of locked in, like you don't have a choice per se. But the people who do have a choice, and the parents, that's why I said middle and high school, they have a choice, and parents being the adults, how are they feeling about that when it's your child that could be in jeopardy? And we do know that children do get it now. That myth is gone. It has been debunked because there have been several young people to die from it. So, yeah.
So I think we can revisit this once the you used to call the UIL, once the football season gets into full swing or a couple games in. We need to relook at this and probably have some parents on that have children that play sports and ask them why did you allow your son or your daughter to go ahead and play sports? Or why not? Or those that haven't let them play, say, what was the concern? What was one of your concerns that you had why you didn't let your child play sports this year? Should it be postponed? I know some of the HBCUs have canceled their football season. They're not playing. I
think that's wise. No, I think that is wise. That's wise. I'm totally shocked that sports have started back, especially at the middle school and high school levels. That baffles me. But hey, people in their entertainment, honey. So we are a country of wanting to be entertained. So I'm gonna leave that alone.
Well, okay, I'm guilty because I miss my sports. I miss football. I did watch the bubble basketball with the NBA. So we're down to the Western Conference Finals. I think they're going to start up this week. So I did watch it, but they took really precautions. Like the players weren't allowed to leave the bubble. So with that being said, they have to stay in a facility. They live there, so they practice. They live there. They can't leave and go, be with their families and stuff. Like they have to stay there. So they all agreed to that. So
everybody's been tested. They're negative, and they're just around one another. Oh, okay.
And with the NFL, those guys get tested every day. So that's what I've been told. They get tested because I was saying the same thing. Like you have the helmet on, but there's no mask, and you're looking at this person breathing in their face
right down the line.
Yeah, they don't have the social distancing, so you got to call the plays, you got to talk to them. So
And spit
I
and
already know
flying.
that. And I was told that they get tested every day. So they
Okay.
get tested every day. So that's the precautions that the NFL is taking. So,
Okay.
but like I said, that's something we need to think about and probably bring that back to the podcast with some parents that have kids that are playing sports, because I know practice started this week. So they have kids that are playing sports. Why or why not? So that's good. I'm good with it. But I want to talk a little bit more about this voter registration thing and how important it is. So I know a few voter registration sites, and we can still do our part. You can go down to the city courthouse and be a voter registrar in your community and get those people to vote. Register to vote is very important, especially this year, because at the end of the day, some people don't vote, and I respect your decision. But at the end of the day, when you see things going the way you don't want it to go, you can't complain. Like they say, you have to make a difference. People say there are a lot of slogans. Vote now, let your voice be heard, use your vote. Talk about those things. So I have one or two locations that I know about. So every Tuesday at Christ Temple Apostle Church on Mountwood, 11160 Mountwood Drive, they have voter registrations from 10 until 4 in the afternoon. You have another Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 2 at You Eat, I Eat, which is on Dyer Street. Say it for me. The
Panhellenic.
The Panhellenic Council here in El Paso has 2 sites set up, and Tuesday and Thursday they'll be at You Eat, I Eat on Dyer Street from 10 to 2. So you have the opportunity to go out there and register to vote. Yeah. They have all of the PPE equipment in the area. You have hand sanitizers. Trust me, I'm a voter registrar. Every Tuesday I'm out there. And guess what? When you touch my pen, I wipe my pen down. I have hand sanitizer at the table. You can sanitize your hands. We have masks at the table and gloves. If you don't want to touch my pen, you want to put on a pair of gloves, we have all that stuff. And so does the Panhellenic Council at those various sites. They have those things in place because we are concerned about your safety as well. But we want you to register to vote. It's important. It's very important that you vote. Don't just say, I don't want to vote. But at the end of the day, when, things change and you're losing benefits because the president that we have right now says, well, let's take from this one. Let's get rid of this program, and let's either create this program or put money towards this program. So
you can't complain. Right. Yeah, and it's not going to be beneficial to you. I just want to put out there, early voting this year will start Tuesday, October 13th, 2020 through Friday, October 30th. 2020. So that's about 2 weeks for you to get out and early vote. Now, early voting, that means you can go to any place to vote that has the early voting. You don't necessarily just have to go on November 3rd. You will have to go to your polling place. But early voting, you can go anywhere in the city that has the early voting. And usually the Bassett Place Mall is usually always open, the courthouse as well, but they close at a certain time. And usually Bassett Place stays open later. That's why I like to go. Bassett Place is right across from, I think that's Claire's. You can vote, or right across from Bath and Body Works and New York and Company. It's a little building on the corner. It used to be like a jewelry place, but now they have it for early voting. So October 13th through the 30th is early voting. Go anywhere in El Paso County to vote. And then November 3rd from 7 to 7 is election day, that one day. But please try to get out and early vote so you won't have that issue. I know a lot of people are back to work now, so it'll be hard, to get. And then during this time, they're even open on like the weekends. Some places are open on the weekends. So there is an election app. If you go to El Paso County, it's El Paso County, Texas elections, and look for the app. You can put the app on your phone and it'll give you like a countdown. It'll tell you locations for your actual polling place, for all of the locations for the early voting. And I have that app. So we have 50 days, 15 hours, and 19 minutes before November the 3rd. So
thank you for sharing that, Fedora. You can also go to epcountyvotes.com for the list of early voting sites. That's epcountyvotes.com for the list of early voting sites. So that's another app you can add to your phone as well. Someone asked about book suggestions, Fedora. Listeners, you can share your suggestions, book suggestions to read during COVID-19. Take your mind off the stuff you said, read a book. Listeners, share your book suggestions in the comments so that we can share it with other people. Our producer said she recommends this book. It's called it's a national bestseller.
What?
Why are all the black kids sitting together in the cafeteria? It's by Beverly Daniel Tatum.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. It's a national bestseller.
Okay. So I'm gonna need to get up to go get my books.
You need to get your book?
Yeah, I have several.
She ain't open book club.
I didn't what?
You gonna get one of the books from your Oprah's book club?
No. I'm gonna be like we do on Zoom. I'll be right back.
Yeah. But Dora says she'll be right back. So if you know of someone that would like to view us, go to sweet915.com. If they don't have Facebook, remember, go to sweet915.com. And the YouTube site, once you subscribe, when we go live, it will tell you that we're live or what time we'll go live, and it'll pop up on your phone or your computer or laptop. So that's a good thing too. Fedora's about to share a book with us, y'all.
All right. No, I got several books. So the first one, this is really good. I'm still reading this one. And I don't know why I read several books at one time. I really shouldn't because it's kind of nerve-wracking. But all right. So Ben Crump, Open Season. It's the main attorney for all of the issues that have been going on with Black lives being taken from us by the police. So it's called Open Season. Ben Crump is a very good book. Of course, Becoming Michelle Obama. If you haven't already read it, get it. It's good.
Oh, look at you. That's a good for you girls club.
Yeah. This is an old book, but I never read it, and I always wanted to. The Souls of Black Folk. So this is a good one. I haven't started this one yet because I started.
Who's that by?
This is by W.E.B. William Edward Bird Du Bois, really.
Okay, that's a small book. I could read that one. It don't take that long.
No, it's a paperback. And then I borrowed this from our producer.
Oh Lord, that's a big book.
It's called Stamped from the Beginning, and it's by Ibram Kendi. So that's one.
Hey, the producer said, "Can she get her book back?"
No, because I ain't finished. Nope, can't get it back. My dog. Whatchamacallit just fell out too. Tell her nope, she can't get it back.
You not finished.
I'm done. See, so she knows I still have it.
Okay. So you're reading 4 books at one time, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's
a lot. And they thick books too.
I know. So I'm almost finished with Becoming. I'm almost finished with that one.
Okay.
But I paused on that one and started with Open Season, Ben Crump. So
do you get does the books you read have to have a keep you interested for you to continue to read it? If it's what people consider a hard read, so if it's a hard read for you, do you put it put it to the side and say, let me start on something else because that's not really catching. It's not really catching my attention. No.
No, all of these books are nonfiction, so like I like them because it's almost like history. It's like learning. So yeah, that's why. But fiction books, I do tend to finish faster
Okay.
for some reason. If it's like, because I like James Patterson,
Mhm.
I used to read a lot of his books, but lately in this stage or season, I've been doing since COVID. I've been doing a lot of reading for information,
Okay.
and not for entertainment. So for me, that's it. Just depends upon what season I'm in when I'm reading, what I'm trying to get. And
Mhm.
right now, I'm trying to get information and learn and grow,
Okay.
instead of just for entertainment. So I think it depends upon what you're actually reading for. And then I'm reading two audiobooks or listening to two audiobooks. But I finished one, and that's dealing with it's called Walking on Eggshells, but it's for my profession, counseling.
Okay.
So, trying to stay up on that. So I have
Gotcha.
two audiobooks. Yeah. So
Okay.
I love
Awesome.
reading. So I'm a nerd.
Hey, nothing wrong with being a nerd. So, we've come to the end of another Sweet 915. Remember, we're doing some changes to our platform. We're growing. We thank you for tuning in and watching us. Next week, we're looking to speak with women in the community who are empowered. You know what I'm saying? They rose to the top of their profession. And we want to know if you want to be a guest. When we talk about this, if you've been working for a company, you've been in the military, and you became a sergeant major, but your rise to the top was just but you made it. Inbox us at sweet915@gmail.com. The real Sweet 915. I apologize. The real Sweet 915@gmail.com. And or on the page, send us your email and we'll get back to you. We would love to hear how your career got to where it was and the struggles that you had, or I want to say struggles, I'll say the climb to the top. You know what I'm saying? That journey that you took to get to where you are. Like I said, I've known some phenomenal women that, I know what it took to get there, and I saw them, and they're retired command sergeant majors. Some of them are still in the military now, but every chance I get, I give them a hand clap or a pat on the back and say, hey, good job. Hey, it's outstanding. So if you are that woman, just give us a call or inbox us, and we'll definitely try to get you on the show because we want to hear what you got to say. Don't forget to invite your friends to visit YouTube to subscribe our channel at Sweet 915. That's sweet915.com. I feel like I feel like Steve Harvey right now. Hey, our producers give me all the stuff to read. When Steve gets to the last 5 minutes of the show and he go talk to the people in the audience and they say, "Hey, Steve," that's what I feel like right now, Fedora. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve, I've been married for 30 years and my husband don't like my cooking no more. What's the problem?
Crunchy, right?
Because he tired eating doggone cornbread and collard green. I'm just saying.
Anybody get tired of that?
Yeah. No, I don't. Every Sunday, if you cooking for me, Sunday, throw a little barbecue ribs in there. Hey,
Crunchy rice.
Yeah.
Crunchy rice and sloppy grits.
Yep. Email us at the real sweet915@gmail.com. Follow us on social media at sweet915 and listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Now, Fedora, I'm gonna tell you, if you missed it this week, and we got some good stuff coming on next week, follow the Black Round Table.
I saw it.
Yeah, they're speaking to candidates for the upcoming local election in November. Listen. Friday, it got hot.
Real.
Ooh, It was a good show. It was good. So tune into the Black Roundtable.
I was like,
Tune into the Black Roundtable for this week. This Friday, District 4, the Northeast.
all right.
Yes, that's my district, and I'll be right there because I want to hear what they got to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave it at that. So Friday at 1 p.m., District 4. Saturday at 9 a.m., District 3. September 25th, the mayor candidates at 1 p.m. Saturday the 26th, the Municipal Court of Appeals will be at 1 p.m. So tune in to the Black Roundtable, everyone.
Tune in. So then you'll be informed when you get
Yep.
ready to go to the polls on October 13th,
Yep.
30th,
Yep.
and then or November 3rd. Yes.
Yep. Our girl Dynasty, she's doing an outstanding job asking
Very
the questions and just letting them go for it. So ask you to tune in and put your questions in the comments, and I'll be in the background and I'll ensure that they get a chance to answer your questions as you know, as I can get to them as fast as I can get to them, because we have questions prepared prior to, but we want you to get in there and let your voice be heard so you can ask the questions that you want to be answered as far as your district's concerned, because the local elections are just as important as the presidential election.
Completely.
Yep. So anything before we close up, Fedora? No.
Not a thing. You said it all. Just keep love in your heart and stay safe.
Yep. And I would tell you, hey, enjoy your Sunday. Welcome back NFL football. So stay blessed. Tune in next week, Sunday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, right here. Thank you and have a blessed.
Peace.
Bye.